What is up, guys? Welcome back. Evan Aldo here. Wow. So Lion is roaring. Crypto went up on this Sunday. Typically, when you do see a run up on a Sunday, a shot up, it kind of rejects from a point like right around here that Crypto Face is talking about in this tweet right here. So that could be a potential short signal. I wonder if he shorted it potentially. Some people have been looking at that. Let's dive a little bit deeper and see, because a lot of stuff, let's see if I even have the same. Yeah, my spiral lines are a teeny bit, well, no, linear. Okay, linear spiral lines, which, not as strong, but still could give us something right around 94. If you look at logarithmic, the next one is not until 97. I would be careful trading right now on a Sunday. I think the market looks better. And like I said in the last video, I was expecting hopefully, continuation of a recovery here. I think that the fact that, I think the big place to hold would be around 92. And if we can hold that, that would be really good. Now, will we retest, 93? Probably. When you come up this much, usually you come down. Can you retest 89 and then, still continue up to 103 and keep going? Absolutely too. If we look at your money flow is pretty good in the 3 hour. Everything generally looks pretty good. Just be a little bit cautious because it still is the weekend. This confirms in 1 day, and the 2 day, that kind of anchor wave. And you have kind of, similar to this, triggered, anchored, neutral in between wave forming. But you can see more of the trigger wave. Yeah, I would say trigger wave to these waves. Everything's coming up on the 4 day, which looks pretty good. And I think in the best possible case scenario, by some time, I think by the end of March or mid-March, mid-March, you could maybe see 119K. I think that's a little bit of a stretch, but the case for that is the fact that we caught a lot of people off guard with this rally. I mean, let's be real, guys. We caught a lot of people off guard with this jump up. Fear was insanely high. You may see a little bit more greed come into the market, with this jump up and with the Trump tweet, but still, I think you're going to be more, you're going to be below 50 for fear and greed, or probably still in the 40s or something. So I still think you have, a case to be made to continue forward. The fact that the Lion mentioned ETH as well and other cryptos is very good for your altcoin case here. Extremely good. Even if alts do bleed a bit more against Bitcoin, I think in the second half of the year they should do really well. ETH rejecting kind of from the spiral in pocket right here. Again, it is the weekend. We may see a rejection, may come back down to this area, jump back off of that. I think, if I had to guess here, I think we could continue this rally and jump up to 2,700. That big point we want to, hold right now is kind of where we are right now, that 2,500, jump up to 2,700, and then so on and so forth up to, hopefully, really, I mean, hopefully June or even sooner. Let's zoom in a little bit here to kind of see, hopefully that's where they intersect mid-June of a new all-time high for ETH. It could be even earlier. I mean, it's possible, if you can do a situation like this or, something like over here from where we are right now. Yeah, I mean, in a month or two, definitely a month or two. But, I don't fade ETH. I think it can, start to outperform Bitcoin here, especially getting that little jump here. Maybe I'm too optimistic on the ETH Bitcoin pair, but I do think that as we see, this money flow get so deep and start to finally maybe come up a little bit more in the 2 week, we can, continue to rally against Bitcoin here. We can start to rally against Bitcoin. Bitcoin dominance through this tweet generally a little spike up, but generally down. I think that you'll have more of a confidence in getting into alts when this money flow, especially kind of on that 2 week. And I think we're a couple weeks away from that to kind of come down, give you a bear div, kind of bring you down farther on that money flow right there, bring you down a bit farther there. And then ADA, I just want to see this jump up for Cardano here. Where were we? We were, on the end of February, 58 cents, about 100%, just insane. Wow. 100% jump up on this. So yeah, Cardano is crazy, and this isn't my best chart for Cardano. Let me just switch to my Binance chart. I think inevitably you should get up to that $2 mark by the summer, a few months, maybe even less, depending on what happens here. And then hopefully you can top out somewhere between $5 and Yeah, I would say $5 to maybe $8. $8 is kind of a stretch, but it's possible. It's possible. A few other ones I like how they look. Virtuals, small cap, like I was talking about this yesterday. Trying to jump up, maybe get up to $1.55 next, and then $2. Figured to look at the Lion coin because the Lion has roared. I think you probably will recover. I don't know. It's risky, but I do think you probably will. Usually these things get close to their all-time highs once again, especially if they're popular ones. You probably will get up to $50 at some point at least. That could take time though, obviously. And the other thing, if we look at Solana, that got a nice jump up. I think you should be able to get it up to 187, then hopefully rally back up. I mean, you could by the end of the month rally back up to 267. It's possible. If it takes, I would say the longest time it would possibly take to get back there would be sometime in the summer. But I mean, following a trajectory, I would guess you should be able to get somewhere between, 400 to 650 by the end of the year, I would hope. Probably the most optimistic case would be 650. I don't really see going much above that. So, that's kind of what I'm looking at in Solana. And then to kind of reiterate back to altcoins a little bit, we're not seeing anything major bullish just yet, but green hike and ashy candle on the 5-day. I mean, there's things I like here. You know what I mean? There's things I like. A little bit of a pause there on the charts. AVAX is another one. Big place here. Higher lows. I think eventually, if you're looking at just pure like TA, and this is like conservative, from that break out of this area, 114 you should be able to get to. I do think there's a decent shot at that. If you were to rally upward, get a little summer lull, come back down, then continue forward, it's possible you can get a 10x with this. I don't want to be overly optimistic. I mean, I'll take a 4x up to 100 any day. So yeah. And just to go back to that others chart, others versus Bitcoin, we want to hold kind of where we are right now, and I think we might. I think we might. And I think once you get this bull div on the 2-week that I've talked about, then you could start to really rally upward a bit more with this. So I think that's kind of important to realize. If you guys are interested in the Discord, we got Nightshade in there, we got K-Mac. Both of them have been killing it. I got a new trade in there that I think is going to do really well. If you guys want to check it out, the link is down below. If you check out here, if you sign up to BloFin, deposit at least $100, you get 10% cash back with my link, and we'll give you 1 free month in the Aldo Empire VIP Discord. All those things I mentioned, just open a support ticket with your UID. Same thing, applies for BYDFI. Very similar thing, 10% off your fees for life, and then 10% cash back bonus if you deposit at least $100. And then I'll give you a free month too. If you want to get, go to the Bitcoin conference in Las Vegas, I will be there. Check out the link down below for 10% off. Discount code is Evan, but you do only have to click it to get that. So check that out. Breakout trade is good for prop trading too. 2% off of my code that you got to type in. So check all those things out. Really appreciate you guys. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. This is big news. I think this will continue our rally that I've been, talking about for a while. So yeah, goodbye.